¿Piensa usted que podemos identificar un patrón cultural a día de hoy en los países occidentales del primer mundo en cuanto a la representación de la infancia y de las familias? Es decir, los occidentales del primer mundo a día de hoy tenemos una representación específica, cristalizada de los niños, de cómo debe ser la vida de los niños y cómo debemos criarlos. ¿Piensa usted que eso es así? Y ese posible patrón, ¿piensa usted que tiene algún efecto posible sobre las familias?
I'm not sure that I know, that I have an answer to your question. As I think of what I might say, I suspect I'm going to give you an American answer and not a European answer, nor a Spanish answer. And maybe that is the answer, that all of our Western cultures are changing rapidly, are becoming very urbanized, are moving away from providing the means of our own life to a, well, you say globalization, but a moving of the production of food and the basics of our lives into other people's hands. And so we are specialists, we are expected to change rapidly. And I think, at least I will speak from an American perspective, we imagine that our children may have a different future than we have had. And the question we ask ourselves is, how do we prepare our children for a future that we cannot yet see? And I think that's very different from life even 100 years ago, when generation to generation we thought we knew what the future would look like. Not for each person, but for the society as a whole. I think we are less sure now that we know how life will be in 20 or 50 years. We even talk about living on other planets. I think we do not feel confident that we know what the future will bring. And we, again, maybe I'm just talking American here, we need to prepare our children to be knowledgeable enough and flexible enough to do things we didn't imagine.
Doctora Crittenden, muchas gracias por acompañarme esta tarde y por pasar estos días con nosotros en Madrid compartiendo una pequeña parte de su sabiduría, de su saber hacer y de su modelo, que es un modelo tremendamente rico, tanto para la comprensión de los problemas que acontecen sobre los niños pequeños en las familias que viven en adversidad, como para el tratamiento de esos mismos problemas. Muchas gracias, ha sido un honor y un placer hablar con usted.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure to be here with you.
Thanks.